Hello, friends. Welcome back. We're on episode 21.
Oh, we are big time.
Yep, we're doing it. My name is, this is the Deep Stash Knitting Podcast where we talk.
Sorry, we're in a different location.
Yeah.
I didn't bring the backdrop.
That's okay. You can see my cute girls. It's a lot going on back there, but
It's cute.
you're not here for that. I mean, if you are, that's okay.
Oh, my hair is messed
Your
up.
hair's looking nice.
It's okay.
She showered today.
I showered. I even put on a little perfume.
Ooh,
I should have put on
she
some
smells
lotion
nice.
because it's cold
She
again.
smells nice.
But this is Deep Stash Knitting, and I am the crazy cat lady. Oh, I do have on one of my crazy cat lady shirts.
She does. Crazy Cat Lady. My name is Jenna. I am Knitting Jenna on whatever. On Ravelry, on Instagram, and I'm Jenna Knits on TikTok.
I think I'm Korhay, Korhay, on everything.
Except she's Hayden Page Knits on TikTok.
Oh, am I?
You need to get on there. I haven't been doing TikTok. Okay.
TikTok.
It's because of everything that happened with the band. It just doesn't feel the same.
Is that true?
It doesn't.
Or am I just lazy?
Maybe both.
I'm busy.
She's not lazy.
I'm
She's
busy in the morning.
She's busy. So we're here. We're going to talk to you guys about a few things. Some whips, you have a couple finishes. You have your socks.
I'm in the exact same spot that you people left me in last time. I'm right there in that spot.
Well,
I have not moved.
she's in a funk. She's in a knitting funk. And so
It
hopefully
ebbs and flows.
we're going to break you out.
Okay.
Well, I think it started because you weren't feeling well. Remember, you got sick.
That
and
was
so
true. It was
you
a
didn't
struggle.
feel good. Yeah, and so when you're sick, you don't even want to knit. Like that's okay. Yeah. What did I do with my hands? We should be.
Oh, we should be knitting.
But okay, Deep Stash Knitting Podcast. Jenna, Corey, we're here.
Oh, tell me
Ooh,
what keep working on.
bingo! Yeah. Last time we talked to you guys about our bingo board.
Sorry, it's crinkled. That came out of my bag.
That's okay. That means she's working on it. You haven't marked anything off yet.
I know. I haven't marked anything off yet. I could
Yeah.
mark some things off.
You could.
This is what I've done so far in 2025.
Go to our Ravelry group where you can find the PDF of this. And you can play along. And if you get a bingo or a whole board, you just enter it, like take a picture of it, enter it on the thread in there, and then
Let us know.
for whatever prizes we come up with here soon. We're a little.
We'll come up with some prizes. I think our prizes are good prizes. Don't you think our prizes are good prizes?
I think so too. Oh, that's better. Okay, we're a little more centered. Y'all, it's been 3 weeks. Some things have happened.
All
My
out of
mom and I went on
practice.
an epic journey.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Look, see, we don't talk about this because we want to be sure to have something to talk about. And so I don't know about this,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty excited.
Before we do that, let's talk to you guys a little bit about our other thing that we've got going on. We have that beekeeper beekeeper knit along going on. And it is we're doing it on Ravelry, but you can tag yourself on TikTok and on Instagram. But it's using the Beekeeper Beanie pattern by Christina K. Miller, or you could use the Apiarius cowl by Claire Borchardt. Okay. Her brand is Autumn and Indigo. Both of these are on Ravelry as free patterns. They both call for a worsted weight, or you could do a DK held with a strand of like mohair. Our knit along, I haven't posted anything about prizes yet, but we've got some bee buttons that we're giving away. Also, I have a skein of yarn that I'm going to give away.
Whoa! Oh, I'm gonna steal that. Oh.
Malabrigo Arroyo. So it's light DK. You could hold this with a strand of mohair, or you could just knit the thing in DK, and it would just be a little drapier. This is one of our giveaways, so you could knit another one, but I'll show you. My mom did the Apiarius cowl. And she knit it out of Leading Men Fiber Arts. Their DK base. Let's see if that's...
Your mom's cowl is so
Yeah.
nice.
She knitted out of this. It's in red clay is the colorway.
Yeah, that's nice.
She's got this much left. So she did exactly what the pattern said. She weaved in all her ends. Y'all, she did a tubular bind off on the top the first time she's ever done one. She was like, oh, that's so tidy. And she just wanted the stretch because on the cowl, it's a 1x1 rib.
She gets a tubular bind off.
Uh-huh.
And she gets learn a new technique.
Yep, whereas the hat is that 2x1 rib instead of the 1x1. So
I'm jealous.
participate with us. You can either do the cowl or the hat or both. You've got 3 more weeks that we're running this.
I might do another hat with the doubled.
Girl, it is
My girlfriend, my sister
luxurious.
would love that. Because
You
of the
could
doubled
love
rib.
it. You could love it.
I
I did
should
it a
find
little bit
something to
longer,
do.
but I'll go ahead and tell you about mine. I'm knitting mine out of
I love that color.
Malrigo Rios in the glitter colorway. I love this color too. It's one of my favorites. I hacked the tubular cast on provisional cast on because I don't like doing them.
And so what do?
I ended up running a stitch holder through my cast on edge, and then I pulled it out, pulled a needle through it, and just had some live stitches. But I did it knowing full well that if I hated it or it didn't work, then I would just sew it down because I wanted the double brim and I had done the work. So,
I might do another one of those real quick.
Just do it, yeah. I'm knitting mine out of worsted. My mom knit hers out of DK. We did the same size needles, but hers has a little more drape to it just because that yarn is a lighter weight. And mine is definitely a little squishy, like dense.
So what did you cast on again?
She has you cast on 99 stitches.
Uh-huh. And then increase?
You do all your things, you fold over your brim, and then yes, you increase 11 stitches to get up to the 110.
Did you? And is that what you did, or did you?
I did. I followed the pattern. You can see my increases. It tells you when to do them. She tells you to knit front and back every 9th stitch. So you get your 11 stitches increased because each honeycomb is 10.
Okay.
And I like them. It's very intuitive.
How does this feel in your head? Can I get away
Yeah.
with just casting on the correct number? Because I forget to
Yeah.
increase properly.
No, she tells you exactly how to increase. You'll do it.
All right. And then I start chewing on potato chips and be like, oh, wait, I forgot 2 increases.
And then you would just go back and increase it. It's fine. It's fine. It's a hat.
So this hat's not too tight around your head with 99. Okay.
No, and it's gonna.
And worsted.
It's super washable, so it'll definitely relax.
Okay. I might think about making.
And I got my bee in here somewhere. Da-ding. And I got more bees.
If I do one for my sister, I'll borrow a bee.
Okay, I've got those bees, and I've got a couple others that I got from
Since
Joanne.
Joanne's is going out of business on her.
Oh yeah, Beekeeper KAL. You can use that hashtag on Instagram and TikTok so we can check it out. And then go to our Ravelry group and show us your progress or put it in the finished one so you can be eligible for the skein of yarn or the buttons. Or Tammy has, in fact, Bad Tammy has
Bad
worked
Tammy
on a
is working on a
bag.
bag.
Let me show you. She teased it. Y'all. I'll show you.
Bad
the bag.
Tammy makes great bags.
Oh, it's gorge. Look at that. We weren't going to record today, so we didn't get it from her. But then we were feeling like we needed to be consistent, so here we are. And then we're going to make some stitch markers.
That's a nice bag.
Look at the inside. Look
Bad
how
Tammy
cute.
makes really great bags.
Look how cute. Y'all, 4 different bee things
Too
happening
bad we
there.
can't get Bad Tammy to sell them to you.
Well, we're working on it. Tammy, we love you. We're not throwing any shade at you. We
But
love
Bad
you.
Tammy makes great
She
bags.
does. She makes beautiful bags. So Beekeeper KAL. She's gonna knit another one.
I think I'm gonna need another one.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I have some other yarn.
You got me excited.
I might do the cow.
Yours is so gorgeous with that
I
glitter.
love this.
Maybe I should order some glitter.
You won't be sorry. You won't be sorry. If you do, let me know because I need to order some sock yarn weight of this. But this, she's gonna be beautiful if you want to knit one of these. I'm considering not giving this away. I did not. I bought it with the intention of giving it away, and I was like, I'm not gonna give it away. And then I was like, maybe I will.
You know,
But I got it from.
you like sunset, and you also like terracotta.
Yeah. And I like ochre. What's the other one I like? Frank ochre or ochre and this glitter colorway. Malabrigo just does such a nice job with their yellows and oranges.
It is so tonal and so moody. And,
Yeah, because like this, like how many different colors are in there? A ton. Well, not a ton, but you know.
Okay.
All
I
right,
ate
so
all
that's our knit
the
along.
orange and all the yellow jelly beans.
She's not sorry. All right.
So look, I want you to know
you have the bingo yet?
Look, I am doing really good. I have 10 things already. Look, people,
You said
it's
15 more to go.
25,
Yeah.
and this year I've done 10 things. If I concentrate on doing something with a
If you just do a sweater, you'll
a
hit the rest
sweater,
of that.
I'd probably hit the rest.
Absolutely, except for frog. You
Well, I
did
got-
you frogged that hat, right? The Tilda hat, or the head in the clouds hat.
Yeah, and then I started it again,
Okay, so
and then I did it again.
Yeah. So look, we're crossing that off. And you like and subscribe our podcast.
Did I like and subscribe?
You're about to.
Oh, okay.
Can you believe her? Okay. Anyway, those are our things.
So I'll get knit a first sleeve, knit a second sleeve with a sweater,
Complete
get
the
a
body.
gauge swatch,
Separate for sleeves.
block.
Cast it on.
Oh man, if you do a sweater and a sock, a sweater, a sock, and a hat, and you'll hit all these things this year. Let's see who gets it done first.
Not me.
Okay, but we got
We got
the
a
people.
whole year.
People, let's see who hits a bingo first or fills up their.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is going to be exciting.
What else? Oh, I'm wearing my Winter's Beach cardigan by Andrea Mowry. This is perfect timing because last year, or 2 years ago for the March to May knit along that she runs, that I knit this. I started it before then, but it was my deadline to finish.
Okay.
And so I have another sweater that I'm supposed to cast on, but I'm hesitating. But I will. I'll do it. But yeah, I did this at a Tosh DK Silver Linings colorway, maybe.
Here's the best part. You know the best part is the pocket.
Contrast pockets. That's terracotta.
The best part's the pocket.
Yep. I held it double because it's sock yarn,
It's so cute.
and this sweater's DK. Okay. And then this, my Midwest Yarn or Midwest Fiber Fest shirt from last year, which I haven't looked. I'm assuming it's the same end of April.
Yeah,
Well, maybe next podcast we'll tell you
we'll
more
tell
about
you. But I'm pretty sure it's the end of April.
it. I'm gonna write that down.
I already feel bad though. I don't have anything I need to buy.
Well, we are who are we? Deep Stash Knitting Podcast. So we've been digging in our stash. Because like that's a personal knitting goal, right? Like one of my personal knitting goals is to knit from stash, and part of it is because I spent so much time curating that stash. Curating, no, impulse buying while I traveled, or didn't travel, or it was one of those things that like. It's really fun to go to different yarn stores and like see different things and try to find things that are different.
You buy it because it's beautiful and you want to make a beautiful thing with it, and then you put it in there and I forget about it. And it's like I went digging for something and I found a whole bunch of something else, and that's when I was like, I really need to use this because it's pretty and I wanted to make a pretty thing with it.
Yeah. Well, and we don't need to. I mean, I don't want to be at a place in however many years and have to like think about what's going to happen to my yarn.
Right, I'm
If
trying
I
to
am
keep you
not-
from having to go through mine. Because it's bequeathed to you. And you're going to have to come in there and go through all that stuff.
No, you're gonna knit it all first.
Okay, right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm trying to knit it all.
You are.
Because it's bequeathed to you.
Yeah.
You get the
Okay,
whole
I'll come
room.
through.
So you gotta come and deal with the whole room of craft projects.
Yeah.
But I'm so silly. Like, what was it last year when it was Tammy's birthday? Remember, I was putting together her birthday gift, and I had it in a box, and I was putting together the fabric and the pattern, and I had it marked for Tammy's birthday, because in case something happened to me, I didn't want my family to think this was mine. Give this to Tammy.
So bad.
I know.
So bad.
And she was like, what is this? Yeah. Planning ahead. Okay. Luckily, I got it all together.
Okay. Should we talk about, we going to talk about what we're working on, or are we going to talk about what we bought?
Oh, you know what?
Or what we finished?
Let's talk about what we're working on, because it's only going to take me 15 seconds.
You saw my first thing, my hat that I'm working on.
Okay. I'm still working on these socks.
Oh, those look good though. I like that color. That's okay.
This is Leading Men Fiber Arts Brickyard.
Yeah.
And then this top part is Leading Men Fiber Arts Chocolate Mousse. I'm still working on these socks.
Yeah.
There we are.
You
That's
and
all
the funk.
I'm working on.
Do you think casting on something besides a sock would get you out of your funk?
No, I don't.
All right.
But
That's fair.
nice try trying to get me to cast on that sweater. But yeah, okay.
That's okay. I'm still working on my Christmas socks. Look, I got some progress. West Yorkshire Spinners 4-ply signature Holly Berry colorway. Anyway, they're like a longer shorty. Here's my heel. So they're working. Wait, don't be busting out. Are you just saying those are not finished because you have?
I'm still working on weaving in ends.
Okay, fair.
They're finished. I just
fair.
need to weave in the ends.
Other active whip that I have.
But while I'm here, when you get started on your travels, I can weave in some ends.
Other active whip is my flax sweater that I'll use the glacier texture pattern for. I made a big old boo-boo on it while we were traveling. I dropped one of my increases.
No!
Dropped down, tried to pick it up, made a big old mess. And I was probably up to here, and then the thing was here, so I ripped back, picked it all back up, and then knit again, and I've caught up. I have maybe 2 or 3 more rounds before I'm done with my increases, but I will tell you, my stitch counts are off. Like, I think I have 4 different stitch counts. None of them are that far off. They're all within a stitch or 2 of each other, which can all be fixed. But also, like, I'm not going back. And like, I had to cast on 120 stitches. So this is a lot of stitches, and I'm increasing 2, 4, 8 stitches every other round. So we're up there, but
why don't you just count them and start catching them up so that they're all the same?
I have done that multiple times,
Oh, okay.
and somehow either I can't count or I can't knit. Maybe it's a combination of the two. But it doesn't matter. But this is what is this? Jagger Spun Super Lamb 414 in the Mallard colorway.
I love that color.
I do too. My mom, we're driving the other day. She was driving and I was knitting. And I was like, I love this green. She's like, Jenna, that's not green.
It's blue.
You sound just like her.
But sometimes it's green.
It looks green to me in the daylight.
It all depends.
On the screen, it looks blue.
That's why I love it, because sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's green.
Yeah. But it's
What was that color? What was that I was doing? Remember, I bought that colorway, and Tammy kept saying, I have a really good green for heels. I'm like, green? And I'm like, I wasn't seeing green, or was it blue? Right, yeah, oh, right. Yeah, she was seeing green, and I was seeing blue.
I know.
Yeah.
That my mom and I got into it. I was like, no, this is green. She's like, that's blue. I was like, it is green. It is green like a mallard, like a teal. His green head. And she's like, no.
But is teal green or is teal blue?
Great question. I think it's both.
Okay.
So, yeah. I'm looking at this. I'm like, man, looks like I dropped a stitch.
Not again.
No, I think it's just pulled. But I'm really glad I did a gauge swatch because looking at this, I can see you, but I know it'll bloom some. So anyway, I think this is going to go on hold so I can start my March to May knit along. But
Oh, March to May. What's the March to May?
sorry, Andrea Mowry knit along.
Oh, were we doing that?
I'm going to do it.
Mm.
And then I'm working on those Christmas socks, and I'm reading the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. For Earth Tones Girl is doing a read and knit socks knit along. It's very loose, very. I think she was cute. She tried to match her yarn to her book. I'm not doing that because I'm just working on these Christmas socks.
I can't read and knit.
What? You're not knitting anything simple enough.
Well, do you read, or do you like have it read to you?
No, I read.
And right. Well, see, I think some people have it read to them.
Yeah,
Which is a whole conversation about, did you really read it?
Yes, I think it activates different things. And I was watching something on this the other day. It's like, because even if you're doing the reading, right? Don't you skip words sometimes and like hear things certain ways in your head? And like, how many times have you read something and then gone back and like reread it and been like, that is not what I read the first time?
Well, girl, funny you mentioned that. Yeah, the Bible. Because you read stuff and I'm like, when did that get in there? I've read through this Bible several times before, and that was not there before.
It's a totally different experience. If someone is reading to you, they are reading every word on the page, and they are reading it like
with inflection.
But
are they not adding to it what they think it is, or is that what the author thinks wanted it to be?
It could be. I don't know. I used to do audiobooks because I traveled a good bit, like coaching, and also whenever my husband and I were engaged, we lived 6 hours apart, and so we gone back and forth.
It must be love.
Yeah, we do. I do love that man. I do. But that was a time where I did a lot of audiobooks. But it was also before I really knew about audio podcasts too. And like, there's only so much music you can listen to on a 6-hour drive by yourself.
Correct.
So I did, that's whenever I read the first couple of books read. I guess it's reading.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The first couple of books of the Game of Thrones series, before it was TV. You know,
Is that interesting?
Okay, so the books were very interesting, except they're very, very violent.
Okay, so
very violent.
Now I'm really going to date myself. Okay, really going to date myself, and so some of you out there may date yourselves too. I very distinctly remember with Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire.
Okay.
One of the main conversations that I had with my friend and other people who had read it was that when they made it into a movie, that Brad Pitt and what's his name? That little man. Mm-hmm. They were not what you envisioned as you read the book.
That is my issue with all movies that have been made, or books that have been made into movies, which is why I really try to avoid either reading the books that are movies, or I try to read them before they are a movie, because it messes with what you think. And I had this conversation with someone the other day, because I grew up with Harry Potter, like going to the midnight releases and doing all that. And up until they started making the movies, never in my life would I have imagined Daniel Radcliffe being Harry Potter. I was like, this is not, and like a lot of the things in there, that's not how you envisioned it. And now that it has been a movie for so long, I can't read the book without seeing those characters.
Okay.
And it's really troubling. But also, like, I can't even read the series. I can't read through the series anymore. Like, I used to read them.
That's funny.
Every couple of years, like, as a comfort read. I can't. I can't get through, like, it's either book 3 or book 4. I can't get through it.
That's hilarious. But then I found out that Anne Rice had said the same thing when they cast them. That was not what she had envisioned either.
And so, I think that's the issue with it always. But it's also why I try not to. But also, I can read more violent things than I can watch.
Oh, I can't watch violence. You're an empath. You probably feel the pain.
It used to be, I could have, before I started teaching school,
But you know what?
I could watch like Criminal Minds and all that stuff. Now I can't. I can't even stomach like commercials for Special Victims Unit.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't watch Special Victims.
No, but I
Unit.
can. I used to watch all that.
I never could watch Special Victims Unit because that was just real.
It's real.
Yeah,
and it's scary.
Right. But the thing is that I don't know. For me, when I get the lovely part about the book is if you get to a part where I don't want to read it or I don't want to be bothered with it, I can flip past that. So,
well, I think too, like you can skim it too.
Yeah.
Like you can, like keep going. You're like, nope, nope, nope. But even because in a book you're having to put those pictures together, and it's not sitting in front of your face. Like you're not watching it happen. I don't know. I can read. There are things I have read that I will never watch, and that was part of the thing with Game of Thrones. You
can read it, but
it was being an audiobook read to me. And, like, as soon as the scene was over, like, it kind of went out of my head. Like, okay, whatever. But, like, I watched a couple of the first episodes, and I was like, nope, this is entirely too violent. And, like, the violence against women in that series is intense.
Really? I never knew that. I know nothing about it. So.
You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. And I do not regret. I stopped it. I don't know what book I was in. Spoiler alert, if you've read the books or not, I don't really care. But
they've been out for a long time.
They have. And
if
so
you wanted to read it, you could have read it by now.
The book where I stopped right at the part where Arya Stark was about to get killed, or I assumed she was going to be killed. Obviously, like, she doesn't get killed. She, like, goes on, whatever. But, like, something had happened where she had just walked into the hall where her mom and her brother were just slaughtered. And she was running from that, and she ran into whatever his name was, the wolf or something.
Huh.
And he, like, I thought for sure he was going to kill her. And I was like,
I remember Game of Thrones was a big darn deal, wasn't it?
It was, because I think at the time it was very risque and dark for what they were putting on TV. Because you could only watch it, I think, on HBO. It's kind of like, I don't know. And now I feel like a lot of these shows that people are watching and stuff, like, great that you can watch it, but there's like, I watched half an episode of Yellowstone and I was like, I can't. It's too violent. It's too much.
Was it?
It was too violent for me. I bet the story is good.
I thought it went a little too slow for me. But I didn't like that he had to kill the horse in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, turn it.
Yeah.
I can't take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's odd. That's strange.
So I'm over here, I'm reading Throne of Glass, which is kind of violent. I don't know. It's good. It's good. I've been eating those books alive. They're good. Very good.
Look, you need to stop all that reading.
Yeah.
And get busy knitting.
Well, so that's the thing. I can knit on like stockinette plain things. Like that's why I like my socks. I like the hat. The only thing is when I get to the cable rows on the hat, I have to just cable those rows and then I can go back to reading.
Okay.
Or I have to put the hat down to read that part. So
that's interesting.
Those are my only whips that I'm working on currently. Like, I still have that dinosaur going, and I have something else. I don't know what
oh, we forgot about the dinosaur.
Well, we were out of town for whatchamacallit.
We need to get going with the dinosaur.
Okay, finish. I finished my baby sweater. It just needs buttons.
Let me see. That's adorable.
It's so cute. It's another one of those short notice sweaters.
That is adorable.
I striped it every other row so that I could run the yarn up.
You were a good little person. You got that done.
Cute. I did. Now, but the basketball buttons I bought for
that is so cute.
Too big. They look
Are they?
Silly. So I have these little brown buttons I think I'll put. And I'm trying to decide. I keep saying that I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to really decide if I want to make a hat.
You should.
I have the yarn.
It's a complete set.
It would be adorable.
A hat.
All right.
And you could knock a little hat out in the evening.
Yeah. Loops and threads, flex. I think I got it at Michael's. Okay. That's it. We bought
made good progress.
Oh, the other thing I've been doing. You know how I said I was going to mend things? Look.
Oh, you mend?
I did, and like it is not clean, it is not cute, but it is done. It'll do. Look at this. Look at my little spot that I mended.
Oh my, we're going to have to put a flower or something over there.
Well, it don't matter. She'll wear their school pants. And then these, I did the same type of thing. And it's really just so that Sarah, these are too small for Molly. Look. It's a good thing I'm not a doctor.
Oh Okay.
but they're fixed.
You made progress. They come out of the mending bag.
These have, and then I
You
started.
still got socks in the mending bag.
Well, I started fixing my sock. So this is my sock where I had that pull, and so I was
What are you using
pulling it back.
behind it?
I was using a needle to pull it back, but I'm using my my tin with my pearl string.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to sew my stuff together, you know? And I can't find my mending egg.
Here, I have another egg. Well, you got a big one.
I do have a big one. So anyway, I got it worked out on this side, all unpulled. And now I'm trying to get this side unpulled.
I got another little one in here.
Because
I find weaving in my ends on socks work better and faster if I have an egg.
For sure.
Yeah.
Getting your hand in there to do it is
Right.
annoying.
It just goes a lot faster for me if I have an egg.
You know, because of all the ends that happen whenever you alternate heels and toes and cuffs, it's one of the reasons I don't do that.
I know.
Whatever.
I know.
So anyway, I'm working on these socks. I still have 2 other pairs of socks that need love. But I figured, I sat down yesterday and did this, and like it doesn't look great. I think once I pull this back out, kind of release that, get this loop put back into the knitting, and then I'll give it a good soak. They need to be washed anyway. Yeah, look, I don't even know what this is, tape. So, okay, the worst thing about having children is like if you feed them things like rice, oatmeal,
It ends up on the floor.
It ends up on the floor and it's stuck to everything. If you step on it, good luck. So usually, like, I'll let them spill it, and then I like put a chair over it so it can dry.
So then you can
Then I
vacuum
can
it up.
vacuum it up. So anyway, that I'm working on that. That's my other progress.
Same with like cat spit.
Yeah.
It vacuums up
for sure.
way better. Okay, so you have new purchases,
Mm-hmm.
and I have very old new purchases that I had for a while, and I keep forgetting because
Ooh, that's cute. Who's that?
it's I don't remember.
It's a cute little kitty.
It's a kitty. It's a cable needle.
Wow. Okay, how do you cable with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done it yet. But I bought it, but it's a cable needle.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll let y'all know how that works.
For your next
Yeah.
sit down cable.
Same with this.
Make someone melt today.
Same with this. It's a cable needle.
For a ring?
Right there, see? It's a cable needle. So, now I know where this came from. This was my European purchase. This came from Material Morphosol. Yeah, there we go. But look at that handwriting. Does this person, I assume a woman, does she have beautiful handwriting or what? And it came so beautifully packaged and pretty little envelope, and
It smells good too.
it was just gorgeous. It came from Europe. Look at the pretty little Italy.
You cover up your address.
Oh, they can send me something if they want to. Isn't it just gorgeous?
Italy. Wow.
Yeah. So that is a cable needle.
I've been
I'll let
cabling
you know how it
without a cable
works.
needle, but it might be nice to use one for like the 2-stitch ones. There's like these are all 1x1s, but then there's like a 2x1.
I usually cable without a cable needle, but sometimes when you, like the Ditto hat, there's one point where I think you're fiddling with 3x3 stitches or 4,
Yeah,
and
that's a lot.
it gets hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that one row. So, but that's what I think I was making at the time when I said I need a cable needle. And
Yeah,
I
you
bought
do.
this, but I was done with it by the time it came.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm all done with me and my lovely.
Okay, so I went to New Orleans.
Yarn.
Yarn
LA. Yarn
Yarnola.
Louise. Yarnola. Oh, I didn't even get
There
it.
was a
Yarn.
shop in
New Orleans,
New Orleans.
Louisiana.
They're on the West Bank. My brother lives in Marrero, and this is like Algiers. So she's off of General de Gaulle. Her name was Ellie. She's the owner when we were in there at Yarnola.
That's so cute.
A different kind of craft experience.
Now tell the people what the NOLA is. That's short
NOLA,
for.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah, New Orleans.
So I went in
Louisiana.
there. She has a ton of the commercial yarn she carries is ice yarn. I don't know if you've heard of that.
I've heard of it.
She says it's out of Turkey. And like I could see, I've used some of it before, like years and years ago. There was a shop in Hammond, Louisiana called Tilo and Josephine's, and she carried ice yarns. But it's just kind of like a commercial, like workhorse type of yarn. I didn't need any of that, so what I purchased from her, she had some interesting independent dyers. So she had this one. This is from the Louisiana Yarn Guys.
What is that?
This is French Market Sock in merino alpaca.
Alpaca is the halo.
Yeah, you get that little bit of halo.
Yeah.
So I don't think these are going to be socks. I think this will be something else. But I loved the pink and the gray. It screams Sarah to me.
It does.
My daughter Sarah.
Sarah.
This one's, the color is called Savannah. So I think these guys are
I like that halo that you're getting from that alpaca.
Look at the little fuzzies. So this will be something for her. And then she had this other one. Oh, I forgot the other thing. Okay, you're going to be excited, but that's okay. I bought this. This is Willow Worsted by Round Mountain Fibers. Hand-dyed in Vermont. See the little, I guess.
What are you going to make out of that?
I don't know.
That is so
but
unusual.
It's worsted. The name of this colorway is Atlantic Lobster.
I wonder how that's going to knit up. I'm dying to know.
But I loved it. It looks like a sunset to me.
It does.
But I could see Atlantic Lobster too.
I am dying to know how that's going to.
It's worsted weight. I bought 2 skeins because, like, what are you going to do with 1 skein of worsted weight yarn?
I love that.
So, yeah, I got that. So
I cannot wait to see how that knits up.
And look at these little things she had. Have one for Corey, one for me. Look at these. They're scissors.
Look at the little. Oh, look at him. Look at the little
so
cat.
So she has kitty cat, and then like I have an owl one.
Oh.
And I think they're pretty sharp.
Oh, these are so gorgeous.
Aren't they so cute? She had these. I was like, of course.
They are so cute.
I got owl ones.
Oh.
And little kitty cat ones. I forgot about that in there. So that was my purchases at Yarnola.
Well, thank you. You made my day.
I wasn't supposed to buy any yarn this year.
Oh,
that's
so
okay.
Excited.
That's okay.
That's so cute.
They are so cute. And then over on.
Hey, and people, here's the bottom line. I don't need another pair of scissors, and she doesn't need another skein of yarn. But
yes, I do.
In today's world, I mean, how much does it cost to be happy, right? It's like this makes you happy.
Okay, so the other place I went, so I grew up on the North Shore, like Covington, Louisiana, just north of New Orleans. There's a shop that just opened there in Manville called Swamp Yaya's.
Oh, how was that?
Oh my gosh, it was darling. It was darling.
I love their name.
I know, Swamp Yaya's. The gal who owns it, her name is Kat. Her and her husband, Dirk, own this shop. And they have a couple of local folks in there who are dying, but she carries Barocco and Malabrigo and something else. Cut like a German yarn. Anyway, so there's a gal who I worked with when I worked at McNeedles. Her name was Heidi. Mm-hmm. She has a twin sister named Heather. Well, they just started dyeing their own yarn. And they are the Drunken Sheep Yarn Co. Look. We are drunk on joy and dying to make you smile.
Who's calling me?
But look at how cute this sticker is.
Okay, no, they went away.
So Heidi was in there. Heidi is working at the shop too, so it was nice to see her. But her and her sister started dyeing some yarn. So look at this fun yarn.
Why does that scream New Orleans?
It is. It's called Mardi Gras Mambo, and they're fingering weight. I don't know what it's going to be. And then she had this with it. This one's called Crocodile Tears. And it's just a little mini skein.
How about some socks?
This is not going to be socks.
Not going to be socks?
No, I think I'll make a hat. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be yet. But this I thought I would throw into a sweater. with some of my minis because I just like this green. Because I don't think it needs to be the heels for this,
Okay.
but I like it. Well,
I'm making all kind of noises over here.
And then she carried Barocco. She had the vintage. So I have a friend who is due with a new baby in June.
There we go with that mallardy looking color
Yeah, this
again.
green. I know. It doesn't have a name. It's a number, I think. Whatever.
But it looks a lot like mallard. It looks like a green,
The
looks like a
greeny.
blue.
So Michigan State. He's a Michigan State fan. And I have some white, so I was going to do a little thing. Anyway, I bought this because I don't have this green. And I thought it would be good for that. And then she has this Volbina socks color number 1.
I love it when they show me how it's
I
going
know, look at the stripes.
to knit up.
Look at those
Don't
stripes.
you just love it when they show you how it's going to knit up?
I do. The gal,
That makes me excited.
Kat said this was like wears like an opal. Like opal
It looks
does.
like it's a...
Yeah, she said it's a yarn she gets from Germany. I think
I like
she
that.
has family in Germany.
You got a gray or a black you're going to put with that? A gray would look
Probably
really good.
gray would look really nice. Girl, I have lots of gray.
Gray would look really good with that.
And then I bought this one skein of the sunset there. But look, they got me on some
Oh!
Arroyo in the sea slug.
Oh! Are you going to make something for your baby?
I don't know. You think so? Think it needs to be for them?
Yeah.
Girl, doesn't it just scream fun?
It does scream fun.
Makes me think of that song, that Paramore song. Ain't it fun?
Yeah, I don't know that song.
Living in
55-year-old
the
Brenda
real
don't know
world.
that song.
Come on, Brenda. So this is a lot. This is 335 yards. It's a sport, DK sport weight. So
What
I
you
got
think?
3 of them.
You don't, I think you could probably make something maybe for both of them.
If I do another color with it.
I love it.
I love it too. I love it so much. It just looks so fun. And I haven't seen this colorway anywhere.
I've never seen anything like it, to be
Sea
honest
slug,
with you.
right? Sea
I've never
slug.
seen anything close to it.
And then there's a local gal there in Covington. Her name is Cattail. Her yarn is Cattail's Yarn, hand dyed in Covington, Louisiana. This is her Siamese base. It's merino and silk. This one's called Myrtles.
You got a lot of happy over there.
It's exclusive of Swamp Yayas, but I like this. It was a speckle too, kind of muted,
Yeah.
but kind of pretty.
No, I could do a whole sweater in that. A whole spring sweater in that.
Superwash merino and silk. That could be pretty. And then this, I could not pass this up. This is her merino and nylon base fingering weight. This one is called Swamp Rat. She had a picture of a nutria.
That is so...
And I was like, oh my God, that is a nutria.
Okay, you have to... Okay.
Okay.
So look, she's from New Orleans, and she doesn't understand that up here you have to explain to us what nutria are because we don't have them. And the funny thing is I had just pulled up a picture and showed my husband what a nutria was like 2 weeks ago.
See that orange? That's the color of their teeth.
And is that really? Because those things are frightening.
Okay, so they're like a
big old rat. And in New Orleans,
they're not native.
They aren't, but I know that they had a thinning campaign where they had sharpshooters that they had come out at night to help thin the population of them because they're in the little...
They're in everything. They're anywhere that
Where do
there's
they
water.
come from?
Okay, so I want to say maybe South America or Asia. People brought them
get up here.
Okay, somebody brought them in because they thought it would be good for the fur trade because they were wiping out. So like back in the days, they were wiping out.
But did somebody want their fur?
That's the thing. Nobody wants their fur. They're not. It's a giant rat. And so when I first
And I mean,
moved,
when she says giant, she doesn't mean they're this big.
No.
They're big. They're like big as a dog.
they're
okay?
like so when I first moved
They're
here,
bigger than a cat.
they are. When I first moved here, I saw like a little brown thing run across the street here, and I was like, are there nutria in St. Louis? My husband goes, no.
What
Those
was it,
are
a
only
raccoon?
No, it's a groundhog.
Oh,
We have
it was a
groundhogs
groundhog.
up here. And I was like, I've never seen a groundhog in real life.
Okay.
Then I looked closer and no, but nutria do. They look like giant rats. Like I guess you could compare it to like a capybara.
And they aren't.
They are non-native, so yes, there has been a good campaign down there. But like, it's like any other non-native species. Like
They
you can't
come
get
in
them
and
out.
take
And
over.
yeah, they take over, and you can't get them out. But I just thought it was fun.
No, it's not fun. It's gross.
That's their teeth are orange like that.
Oh, that
Yellow
is so
orange.
gross.
Yeah, that's sick.
Let me take a picture for my husband.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know what I was talking about. He didn't believe me, and I looked it up. It showed him, or
Yeah.
Google has everything. And I looked it up and showed him, and he was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they had a whole special I watched one time when they were trying to thin them, and they had paid sharpshooters to come out at night."
Yeah. Well, they initially
And-
they were brought in because they thought they could be used for the fur trade, but nobody wants their fur because it's not nice.
But
She gave away this cute little Louisiana tea, right? Like Louisiana.
it's just like, what is that? What is that fur that's made out of possum that they use in Europe? And they try to tell you, but it's not the same as American possum. Yeah, you call it a possum. I think it is the same.
Well, it's I think in yeah, they don't put an O in front of it. It's just a possum,
Yeah.
not an opossum. So swamp yaya has the little stitch markers. Maybe I'll show you.
Those are cute.
It's kind of. So anyway, I had a great time. Kat was wonderful. It was great seeing Heidi. Heidi and her sister, like I said, are Drunken Sheep Yarn. They're going to do their official launch here at the end of March, exclusively in her shop. And I'm going back down there in April for my 20-year high school reunion. And so I'm totally going to the shop so I can get some Swamp Yaya yarn.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm excited about
I have
that.
to put in my order for
You
some
should.
Swamp Yaya
You
yarn.
should.
Yeah, I don't want any of this.
You don't want
ugliness.
this. That's okay. But
This
Cattails,
is-
I've seen her stuff in a couple other places. But I'm into this. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something. But the sea
Really,
slug,
I am into this.
What are you gonna
No,
do?
this here is this right here is cute.
Myrtles.
I like this.
Merino and silk.
You
girl.
could make a whole. I can make a whole spring sweater out of this. It's got. I don't think she lets you really see.
No.
This
But
here,
you can take it off.
it has
All those
green. It's got purple. It's got brown. It has yellow. I see dark blue. This right here is intriguing. What's this again? Myrtles?
It's a Swamp Yaya's exclusive. So I got another sticker to put on my thing. Oh, the other thing I bought. I ordered these off of Amazon because I have the pearl strings, but I wanted some more cording.
Everybody says all you gotta do is go to the fish store. Go to the goldfish store.
See,
Apparently they use
so
this
I got
for
all
something.
this. I got all 6 colors for like $10. I don't even know how much is in here.
It's got a pretty good amount.
It says 32 yards.
So where is your? So
1
then you just
millimeter
stick.
tubing.
You just stick your needle in here.
Look.
I might get into this.
Yeah,
Maybe.
so I think I'm going to give one away with our stuff. I'll let you pick the color you want. But I bought it because I wanted to be able to cut it
Right.
and use it for smaller things.
Right.
Without having to get into my... So, the one that I have, this one, the pearl strings in the knee, like essentially it's the same thing, neon yellow, which, fine, whatever. Do your thing, run your business. I don't care. But the pearl strings is... I got the sweater pack, so I have these 3 different lengths or 3 different pieces for sleeves, and the body. And I didn't
Where's
want
the
to.
needle?
Oh, there's no needle.
Well, how do you run it through? Don't you need the needle?
Where's your? Oh, give me your sock. No, that you're working on.
They can't. I thought it had a little needle.
No,
Oh well, you could stick it on the needle.
that's what you do. Yeah, you just stick it on.
Yeah. Well. Oh, you stick it on like that. Oh,
And
and
then
then
you
you
just
do
go.
it like that.
And you can
Okay.
push it all
Okay.
This is probably kind of small, but you work it onto there, and then you can pull your needle through. And then you can do the same thing. You can put your needle back on
You can
and pull it
down.
back through.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that really holds pretty good, doesn't it?
It does. It's like plastic, silicone.
You
whatever.
can put it onto your darning needle and run it through. It's holding on real good.
I ended up
It's
doing it
nice
for
and
something.
snug.
Yeah. So I bought that too off of Amazon. I think that's all the stuff I bought. Okay.
Is that everything? Where's
No.
Jimmy?
Plans. My mom is with my lady.
What did she buy?
Oh, she bought a couple of skeins of stuff. I didn't bring that. We'll let her.
We're going to have a Jimmy episode.
Yes.
And maybe she'll stick her hand in with the items that she bought.
I'm supposed to do the wool and honey sweater.
Are you doing that?
Yes, but I got to figure out a tubular cast on.
Oh, and you get to mark something off your thing.
I have 4 skeins of this. This is Malabrigo stocked in the ochre colorway. What? Look at this, though. I'm disturbed. Here's why.
I can see why already.
Hmm.
You have like 3 or 4 different colors there.
Girl, I think there's at least 3 different dye lots. Because I bought these.
So you're
at
gonna have
separate
to
times.
you're gonna have to do that helical knitting thing.
Nah, I'm just gonna alternate skeins.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but yeah, you're gonna need to do that helical knitting thing. You're gonna have to remember to do it though, to alternate consistently. I don't know. I'd probably do every 2 rows because I don't want to do every row.
No, it's probably every 2 or 3. That's what I did on the coffee break sweater, for 2 or 3, and it came out nice. But this is tonal enough, but I don't want stripes. You know what I mean? But this is some deep stash. The last time I bought this color was when
So people, this is the lesson that you learn. You let your stash get too deep and you end up with things like this. 5 different dye lots on 4 skeins of yarn. Whereas if you had gone ahead and stayed true
if you had bought the sweater's quantity
when you bought
the yarn,
right?
you
But
would
no,
be staring
you
down
bought
this barrel.
right. You bought a skein here and a skein there, and now look what you got.
Yeah, because I couldn't stay away from this color, and I was like, I bought this at a point whenever I was afraid to knit a sweater for my body.
Oh, you went through that?
Oh, girl.
Like you was gonna be getting another body?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm still working on my other body. I'm still trying to get my competition bikini body. And when I get it, I'm gonna have to knit little bikinis or something.
Okay. Just knit you some little triangles.
Right.
No, I spent this is so annoying because, I don't know, from like 22 to 30, I spent a good amount of time really disliking my body, and like looking back, I had a great body.
You had a great body.
I had a great body. Don't know why I was so.
I know. Don't know what your problem
self-conscious
was.
about it, and now.
Yeah, but now you know what? You gotta love your body. This
Girl,
that body birthed 2 babies.
This body birthed 2 babies. I'm still kicking.
I mean, it birthed 2 babies. Is that amazing? Your body's amazing.
It is amazing. I love that you're using your scissors.
I know, because they make me happy.
Yes.
I get happy with every snip.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I look back and I think, I think back to when I thought I needed to do this and I look at that and I was like, oh, if I look like that now, I would just.
Right.
I might go ahead and start hoeing. I mean.
You could at least be an internet hoe. Right. You don't have to do it for real. You can just pretend.
Right, I would tell you.
Make some
I've
money.
given it some thought with the feet. People like feet. I've been thinking about taking some pictures of my feet. They don't need to know who I am.
It's all fun and games until somebody recognizes your
Until you see it, right, until you're out in the summertime and they're like, I know
those. I know that big toe, girl. No,
Yeah.
So yeah, I spent
So will the helical? So you're just gonna alternate? You're
Just
not
gonna
gonna
alternate,
do. Well,
yeah.
I think you should do the helical. Doesn't that help to prevent it from
Probably.
striping?
I don't know. I've never done helical knitting. I'm about to learn all kinds of new techniques, aren't I? So I need to figure out how to do a tubular cast on. Then I'll start it, and I have plenty
That's a
of
fingering
yarn.
weight sweater. Are you sure? Let me see. Let me make sure you got plenty of yarn. We don't want no more belly shirts.
I'm not having no belly shirts.
It says you need 1675. What is that?
4 skeins of
Let's do the math.
440. Because 4 times 4 is
Okay.
16. I got plenty.
Okay.
Girl, I got plenty.
Okay. Well, I don't know, because she's petite, and she
I
makes
know,
these
I
little
have enough
short.
to make it-
She make little short things.
But it's top down. So
So once you get past, you can keep going till you run out.
I'm gonna I'll do the yoke.
Then you'll come and do
split for
those sleeves
Do the sleeves.
to make sure that when you reach out for the steering wheel, your sleeves don't. You want the waiters, or as Molly says, you want the whole
I want
sleeve.
the long sleeve.
You want the whole
long,
sleeve.
Yep. So I'll do that, and then I'll finish the body because I think the body is a little short for what I like. The
Because
pattern.
she's petite.
Well, and the trend has been short. Short things.
I don't know why everybody want to show their belly.
So,
I don't know, that sleeve looks a little short too.
girl, she loves the.
Did she do a 3/4 inch sleeve?
No, she does bracelet length. That's her jam too. So I have plenty of yarn.
And this is fingering. That's gonna look so cute when you put on your little hat.
I know I'm about to have a bee hat. I'm about to have a bee sweater. I might
gonna be
make me a
beed down.
bee cowl.
You're gonna be so cute.
By the time I finish it all, it's gonna be hot.
I know. That
I'm
is
gonna
cute.
wear it.
I wish I could join you, but I don't think I have anything I could join you with.
Fingering weight?
I don't think I have that much fingering rate.
Not in one color.
Not in anything. I have like some. I might have brown.
Brown would be pretty.
I might have brown fingering weight.
Think about it. I'm gonna figure out how to do my cast on here in the next couple days.
You good. You figure it out. I'm going to go look and see if I have something that I could use up. Because I'm really trying to, I'm almost through all of the socks, but now I need to use up all the other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And I should, well, you know what I should do? You know what I can do to get started without
Mm-mm.
learning the thing
Mm-mm.
is gauge watch.
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Because you don't have enough to spare. Don't lose it.
I
Because
won't
you're
lose
going to have
it.
to unravel it and use
Girl,
it.
I know how to,
Don't lose
say
it. You got to use it.
I mean, I still got this one. Don't even
Right. I know. Mhm.
Still got it.
Okay.
Still intact.
You can
Okay.
gauge swatch then.
I think I should, just because I'll learn. I'll learn more.
We
about
could get
what I'm
together
doing.
and practice it.
Tubular cast on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't do. Is that it? You didn't do a lot of damage.
I did not. So we tried to go to a shop in Memphis, but they were closed because we drove through Memphis Thursday night. They were closed by the time we finished dinner. And we left we were staying in Tunica, so south of Memphis. We didn't want to go back into Memphis. And then they were closed on Sunday whenever we came back through. And then on Friday, we tried to stop in Jackson, Mississippi at a shop, but they were at the Mississippi Fiber Festival in Vicksburg. So their shop was closed. So we missed that too. So I saved all my yarn money for Swamp Yayas and Yarnola.
And then you have some capacity to buy more when you go back in April.
Yeah. Well, my specific thing is because Drunken Sheep, Heidi and Heather are going to do their launch. Like they're dying to prepare for that, like dyeing their yarn to prepare for that. The weekend before, like March 28th, I think, whatever the last weekend in March is. They'll have like a good stock. I would assume it wouldn't all disappear in a week, but I don't know. She said they're going to try and like do big drops like that once a quarter. So, and they're exclusively through Swamp Yayas. But when I go, I'm going to FaceTime you. And if you need things, you just tell me.
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, I think I need this right here. Mm-hmm. I should just send you with the money to get this.
We'll just call them. We'll just call them and say, because Kat said they're not doing an online shop, but if you want to call them, they'll shop for you and send it to you. She said you could even FaceTime them.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Look, little toast of tea or something happening with that. Uh-huh.
A little something.
Oh, yeah, weren't you going to start?
I'm done with that
Look
sock.
at you.
See, look, friends, you guys are wonderful. You sit here and let us just yap, and while we were yapping, I went ahead and worked in all of the ends on that sock.
Oh, I have not knit a stitch.
I just love nothing like great knit friends. You guys just yap, let us yap, and I did the whole sock. So excited.
I forgot. We had a giveaway end last night
Oh, did we?
for a pattern. Let me tell you who entered, and I'll tell you who won. We'll draw for it right now. For a pattern on Ravelry, $15 or less.
This is exciting.
Yeah. That's going to be pretty. I don't know what that should be.
Something pretty.
Okay.
You like cows, so
I do like cows. I
and it's
might.
gonna be silky.
Let's see. Comments. Alright.
Isn't she such a good administrator? When she pulled out her pen
Okay.
and she pulled out her little piece of
We
paper.
got Hobby Habitat said she'd join us in with our cowl. You should, girl. We got
Thank you, Hobby.
Tammy said she's gonna work on a bag. Melba said thanks for letting me win.
Ah, love Mella.
Ooh, we got a gal here, Joe Wood. She said, I'm wanting to cast on the Johan sweater and the Elim sweater. She
Hey,
loves
Joe.
turtlenecks. 3, 5.
Look, we get to shout everybody out.
Ooh, we got Joan. Hey, Joan.
Hey, Joan.
She found bee buttons at Joann's.
Did she? They were pretty. I like the bee buttons.
We got Hey, Alice.
Hey,
You didn't
Alice.
follow the rules to enter, but you did say hi. So hi.
Hey, Alice.
Ooh. And we
Alice.
got a gal, Florence. She said she loves our podcast and she loves our lighting. And Jenna needs to be careful when she muffles her mic. Thanks, girl.
We are still amateurs.
Yes. No, she
Doing
was very,
it for the love.
No, she was very sweet. She was very sweet. And honestly, last week where I had when it was all tucked into my shawl. It's wild. I don't blame her. All right, so we got 4 ladies entered in our podcast. Give us a random number generator.
You know, I did a hat and a cow like that one time. I had that pink and I was striping it with gray, and I had random number generator generate a random number for me each time, and I changed colors.
Nice.
It was fun. It was fun.
I think we should do another thing like that. Oh, okay.
I think it's out there. It might be out there on my Ravelry. I gave it to my cousin. It was a hat and a cow. It was different to have the random number generator decide how many stripes I should do in each color.
Whew. All right, so you had 1 through 4. And our winner is number 3, Joan.
Hey, Joan!
Joan, you win a pattern of your choice. So, send us an email. Knit and Jenna and the Crazy Cat Lady. All one word. All spelled out. At gmail.com. With your Ravelry name and the pattern you want.
I can't wait to see what you want.
I know. And then, oh wait, what did I say I was going to look up? The Elim? Why am I struggling today? Joe said the Johan sweater or the Elim sweater. Let's look what those are.
Yeah, let's see what those are. Let's enable everybody else to go out there and find things to knit. You know I'm easily enabled. You see, you got me on that beekeeper, and I'm ready to do another beekeeper. Maybe I should do the cow if I do it for my sister. Maybe I'll do something matching, because my sister does like a nice cow. She likes a nice hat, but she likes a nice
Maybe
cow.
this one, the Carl Johan sweater. She said she loves turtlenecks. So look
Okay.
at that. That looks cozy. Or the Elim, E-L-E-M. Let's look.
I'm just over here weaving in,
Girl, you go right ahead.
and then I can block when I get home,
Oh, it
and
didn't
then I can give
tell
them
me. It's
away,
saying it's not in there, but that's okay.
and then
All
I
right, so
can
Joan,
give them away.
tell us. What else? There was something else we were supposed to do today.
Is there? What else are we supposed to do today? You can't think of it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, sorry, that was my stomach. Oh, I ate a Jimmy John's. I hope y'all didn't hear that.
No. I think our mics are good. I don't hear that good.
That was loud.
So what else?
It was like the swamp thing was in my stomach.
gut.
Yeah. I think that's it.
I think so too.
I didn't have a lot. I don't think you just had purchases.
Yeah.
I'll try to have more next time. I'll try to be a good girl.
Well, so next time we're going to wrap up the Beekeeper knit along. So,
I need to get going on that.
yep. So if you want to join us, cast on a hat, cast on the cowl, whatever, put it in our Ravelry group. So you can be eligible for a prize when you finish. Not if, when. Look, I'll show you. Ooh, somebody posted in our stuff. One unread reply.
I feel bad because I jumped out there and did it before you even got the knit along started. So
Girl,
I guess I should do it with the knit along, huh?
well, you do as you will.
It was babe,
It's a
it was
fun
so
one.
much fun. It went
is.
so fast.
It is.
I couldn't stop myself.
I know.
Yeah, it
Which
was
is
fun.
so I waited. I did a little bit on this hat, like I had cast it on and done a little bit, and then all of a sudden, like once I got going, it's very addictive and it's very intuitive and like
It is very intuitive too.
I am old school keeping track,
Yeah, it's very intuitive.
but like literally 3 rounds you're just knitting and purling, and then you cable for 3 rounds. And then you knit and purl for 7 rounds. And then you cable through 3 rounds. And you knit and purl for,
Right. It's
6 or 7 rounds. It's like you have that rest in there.
nice.
So, yeah.
And look, ooh, almost done here. And people, I don't use anything big. I mean, it's literally a wooden egg that comes in a bag of like 3 or 4 from Hobby Lobby for $3. I don't use
They're
anything.
smooth.
I don't use anything fancy, but I find that weaving in ends on socks go a lot better when you put that
Well, I
egg
wanted
back
to
there.
have something in between the legs of the pants because if I didn't, I know for a fact either I would have poked my finger or I would have sewed the leg closed.
But you know what? The funny thing is this is so old school because I have a darning egg from my grandma.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, so this is such an old school thing, and I guess it's been around for a while because it works.
Well, it pulls your stuff tight so you can see what you're doing, which is why I had this in my toe so I could see where to pull because it pulled real tight. It like almost invisibled a row of stitches. In fact, it did because I was pulling on the wrong thing in some of these. So I could fix it. But I started with these because this was easy. It's not a hole. You know, I didn't have to get out old yarn to fix.
But you're making progress on your mending basket.
Just in time for
Isn't it kind of cool to have the mending basket?
It's nice.
It's over there, and you throw whatever you need over in there, and then when you got a minute, you got everything you need to do it.
Well, everything is so, like, fashion is so, okay, my kids are just growing and growing and growing. And, like, their clothes are not expensive. Like, kids' clothes are not expensive if you buy them from, like, Target, Old Navy,
When they have them on
Walmart,
sale,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, and, like, they're not, like, the best made either. And I recognize, like, part of the problem is it is fast fashion. Okay. But also, like, the way kids wear clothes and grow, it's hard. It's hard to like buy like heirloom or like really nice quality stuff because even if they wore it every day, like the same 3 or 4 pairs of pants, which like I try to do that anyway, just buy, 4 or 5 like decently made things. And like, they wear the crap out of them. I wash them all the time, like everywhere, because like my children cannot eat without wearing it. But like just the like general wear, like things get holes and they get torn up and like seams come apart, and it's just because that's how it's made. Like it's just not made well. But it doesn't mean that you can't like get some good wear out of it. And like I need Molly's clothes to last through Sarah. Like I do because then I feel like I'm contributing less to the waste.
To the waste.
Yeah.
Because what is it? Fashion production is the second largest contaminant
I don't
behind
doubt it. I don't doubt
production
it. Yeah.
of fuel.
Yeah.
Of gasoline.
I don't doubt it for
fashion
1
is the
second.
second
I don't
largest.
doubt the amount of clothes that are in landfills,
Mm-hmm.
and like the amount of clothes and things that we throw away here in the U.S. Like,
And it's all because of
it's fashion.
It's
not
fast,
made well,
right?
but also like people just don't have the patience to like.
It's here today, gone tomorrow.
Yes, and so a lot of that stuff ends up in other countries, and other people are wearing them. Thankfully, it's getting worn, but so much of it is ending up in the trash when it could just be repaired, or like even the donated stuff. Like how much stuff?
But we just move on.
How much stuff that gets donated to like thrift shops and everything?
Yeah, we move
actually
we move on.
Gets resold though, or reused. How much of that do they just go ahead and ship off?
But
Or throw away.
We're all into what's in today, gone tomorrow. You know how that is.
But I think that's the nice thing about knitting, is because it takes a while to be able to make something.
Oh, definitely. I think the handmade community tries to slow it down because we're slow in the production of it. So we definitely feel that you need to wear it more than 2 times before you throw it away.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of a handmade item. But once again, that's the reason why everybody's not worthy of a handmade item. And people, I had somebody comment on my lovely bee hat, and they wanted me to make them one, and I told them I could teach them how to knit.
That is correct. I can teach you how to make this. I feel the same way, though. Like, there's a handful of folks that I've made things, and I think that's something you do in the beginning. Whenever you first learn how to make something, when you first learn how to knit, you're so excited.
Maybe, I don't know.
And you knit for people.
Selfish.
Well,
but people say,
you
can knit me this. I'm not in the market looking for anything to knit for anybody.
Yeah, like, the things I want to knit for myself, the list is long.
Yeah, but they said like you were looking for something to knit. No, I was not looking to make or knit you anything. So.
That's true.
I even had somebody say something about one of my bags. One of my leather bags. Oh, you could make me one. No, keep carrying your Louis Vuitton. Because something tells me that if I asked you to pay me $4,000 like you did for your Louis Vuitton, you wouldn't pay me.
Oh, that's across. They're doing, I don't know what. So we're having our basement redone. But across the street, the gal, I guess like 2 weeks ago, people showed up at her house, their dumpster. She's had people there every week. I don't know what they're working on, and we're not that close with her. But she's done a lot of work to that house. Like, they painted it blue. It looks great. She's done all her landscaping.
Girl, I need a dumpster. When are they going to bring a dumpster for you? Are they going to bring a demolition dumpster?
They didn't need to.
Because I was going to load up the truck and bring over some trash for your demolition dumpster.
No, there wasn't that much, because we had done the carpet years ago, and it was just the interior wall, drywall, that they had to take out. And then the bathroom. But, yeah, no, they carted all that off in a couple of truckloads in the very beginning.
Darn.
I know.
Okay, we're just rambling because we haven't seen each other.
I know.
We're just talking about stuff, but hey, I got my second sock. See, knit friends, I love you all. I love my knit friends.
That's the thing. So no giveaways this time, but do your beekeeper and then tell us about your bingo. How's your bingo coming? And then how's your quarter one sweater? Are we in getting close to the end of quarter one?
Yeah, we should be done. Somebody should have cast on their sweater by now. But thank you, friends. Look, I got both of my socks. I got the ends woven in on both of my socks. So I can go home, block these, put them in a nice organza bag, and gift them.
Okay, wait. Where's your hat that you were working on?
Oh, the one we need to take apart that you keep telling me to take apart on
Never
TikTok.
mind. All right, people. We'll see you later. Bye. Friends.
Bye.